Life's a gamble, take a chance. In the twilight of fortune's dance.
Government shutdown, conspiracy theories are flying, and Vegas is still serving. In this episode of Sin City Spin, Drew Slider and Mental are breaking down the madness.
Host with voices rich and cool. Share the secrets, break the rules. Martini wisdom flows like gold. Every episode a story told.
Welcome to Sin City Spin. I'm Jason LeDuc, and I am your designated Breaking Hearts master for this episode. To my left, he's busting heads and taking names all the time. It's Drew Masur. And all the way to my left, he's popping zits, and that's gross. He's Christian Mental Ward.
That's what I do, man. Not gross things are saving them all.
I feel like the only heads I'm busting are blackheads. So maybe I can hang out and be like, let's get some squeezing in.
It's not gross until like you're saving it all in baby food jars to see how long it takes you to fill it up.
What?
I think that's just more gross. I don't think that's an either or gross. I think that's more gross.
See, this just changed the narrative because up until that moment, had they come at me and said, "Did you know Mental was a serial killer?" I'd be like, everybody else in the room would be like, "Not
I
him.
have no
He's
idea.
such a nice guy."
Yeah, so
They'd be
quiet.
Like, I heard he pops zits and saves in baby food jars.
Never see.
Also,
Never said that. Said it's not gross until that happens.
Also, why do you have baby food jars?
Why do you not have baby food jars? Don't make me
Because
the
I
weirdo.
don't have a baby.
Neither do I. That's
I've never had a baby. I understand why.
I don't have baby food jars. I have but my thing is I always get my wife to buy one brand of spaghetti sauce because it comes in the resealable glass jars with the measurements on the side. Those all go into the garage because I can, when I'm mixing paint and different
that makes a ton of sense to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I understand why my grandfather had baby food jars full of like little screws and nuts and bolts in his garage because they had three children and then each of those children had like 2 or 3 children. So there was a lot of baby food that came through that house.
In our house, we had country crock that we used as Tupperware.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cool Whip and butter containers.
Why would you ever buy a Tupperware?
No, that's just right. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just buy something that had food in it and then use that? It's crazy.
No, yeah, we all did. They still do that. Yeah.
So what's going on in the world? What do you guys got this week?
I know I've been leading off, but I just want to lead off with this one, and I'm going to.
When you got a good leadoff hitter, you let him play.
Exactly.
Yankees suck.
No, Yankees suck. Yes,
Yankees always suck.
But it's happening now, right?
Well, no, the Red Sox are not going to the next round of the playoffs. The Red Sox the Red Sox lost last night to the Yankees.
Oh,
and to be fair, the Yankees were the better team going into it. It was a nail biter. It was a nail biter going right into the playoffs. But also, it was a nail biter on Monday when the Sox won. It was a nail biter, Tuesday. What's today? Friday?
First Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It was a nail biter that the Sox squeaked one out on Tuesday. It was a nail biter on Wednesday when the Yankees won, and it was a nail biter yesterday. So
I saw where I was like, "Hey, it's Yankees versus Sox," and I was like, "Oh, Yankees suck."
I watched every minute of it.
I watched 0 minutes of it.
And yes, Yankees suck. But now I don't feel like I need to watch baseball. I can just watch baseball when I want to. And there's some good games coming up. Yankees are going to be at Toronto starting this weekend. Those are going to be some good games because they're 2 really incredible teams. The Yankees really were better than the Sox this year. Playoff time, right? Yeah. And then Detroit is going to be
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Those are going to be great games. And then you'll get to the American League Division Championship Series. So it'll either be Seattle or Detroit versus Toronto or the Yankees, and those are going to be great games. So I won't sit there and watch every minute of it like if it were a Sox game, but I will watch some of it. And then I haven't been paying too much attention to the National League, but real competitive over there this year too. This has been Sox Chat. Come back next week when our guests are going to be Jason Varitek and Noma Garciaparra.
This is how excited I get when I have something. I'm like, "Oh, A connection.
A sports thing.
I'm like,
ball.
if I say Yankees suck, I think I'm doing it right.
And if you're listening at home,
you can't go wrong.
And then I
if you're
saw your
listening at
Barbie
home
car.
and you're thinking about, should I say Yankee suck to be doing it right? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
always.
can't
And then
go
I saw your
wrong.
Barbie car, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm connecting with my friends.
Did you have a Yankee suck sticker on your Barbie car?
No, we just had a Barbie
want
car.
one?
He just recognized it was a Barbie Corvette
okay.
at the race this weekend because
I remember you saying you were going to make a Barbie car, and then I'm flipping through Instagram going, hot chick, hot chick. What is this weird car? And then you came on with the wig.
Oh yes, we were all Kens. Hey Ken, looking good, Ken. We had Party Ken Toll, and then there
What's
was
Ken Toll?
It's mental with Ken instead.
Oh, I thought it was like Gentle Ken.
Yeah. Could have been. I'm not gentle, Ken. No.
I don't. That's why I need a
Yeah,
clarification.
slightly.
He's not gentle when he's popping those zits and putting it in the baby food jars. See what I did there?
Slightly unhinged, Ken. Yes.
So you had a thing before Drew so rudely interrupted you about the Red Sox.
Before Drew connected with us, we should.
Yes.
This is more. He didn't know who Teddy Roosevelt was, but he knew who Teddy Ruxpin was. I mean,
Look, we spent 4.5 minutes talking about the Sox. This might be our best episode ever.
fair. And to do this, and I'm going to edit this video in, but I got linked this video.
Day 2 of the government shutdown, guys. Where are the birds? Where are the chemtrails? Huh? Coincidence? Coincidence? I don't think so. Y'all come in here and get some daiquiris. We real.
That's it. That's just like the most American take on everything. Acknowledge the conspiracy theories and then just bring it all back to get a daiquiri.
Yeah.
Which right now, like given that we are, how many deals didn't get voted on today, for
All of them.
all of them,
Yeah.
all of the budget.
Happy government shutdown, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the answer is, you know what? Just need another drink.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you do?
I am firmly in the who cares category
Yeah.
until about the 28th of October.
Yeah.
And then if there's not money in my bank account, we're gonna have a problem.
I don't give a damn until it affects me.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the word. That's the word.
I no longer wear a uniform. I can be a regular American now.
Yes. As we all should be.
So,
regular Americans.
have you-
So
have you-
go get a daiquiri.
Yeah,
Go
well,
get a daiquiri.
daiquiris are real, but have you heard this
Daiquiris are
birds aren't real thing?
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's what COVID
What
was.
did see.
I don't know-
COVID was so they could change all the batteries
I did
Okay.
see
with
where
the birds.
I mean, I don't
birds
care if
that
they're real or
fly
not.
were really drones. Now, I don't know if this was like going down the
Yeah,
conspiracy.
birds aren't real. Everyone knows this.
I don't care if they're
They're
real or
government
not.
surveillance
They're
drones.
always in my yard pecking at my grass seeds. So whether they're real birds or not real birds, stop it.
No, they're geese at the park, man.
I
They
don't
shit
think-
on everything.
I don't think birds are in our demographic of listeners.
Cuckoo.
Or and if there are, it's a market we could do without, especially if it's a bunch of shit chickens.
How do you know? Have you looked at the analytics?
A bit, yes.
Okay.
We'd like to welcome our 300 million chicken listeners.
No, absolutely not. No, I will not cater to a
And
bird.
cow
I
listeners.
will not cater to a bird audience because I'm with you. They get in my yard. They shit over everything. I've trained my dog to chase them off, which is hilarious because some of those pigeons are bigger than my dog.
Yeah.
I just love that a guy went outside and was just like, hey, everything's weird. Let's drink.
Exactly.
That is.
It's
you are
American.
right
It's
there.
American.
That's American.
Which is
marketing and alcoholism.
which is
Yes.
which is really the headline.
Yes.
The
Marketing
government,
and
the government
alcoholism.
shut down. Let's drink. I wish
Government
there was
shut-
booze in this.
Really? Because I brought a case of these.
Well, I didn't know those were there.
I didn't either.
All right, I
They're
get
in-
one
I
after.
still
They're
don't
in
know
his
if I can-
fridge.
I still don't know
Unless
if
you
I
wanna-
can drink my drink
Unless
on air.
unless you want to cut and then restart.
I'm not opposed to it. You know what would be even funnier is if we
I'll
cut,
get one after,
if we cut and then when they come back, we're all drinking.
or we're all passed out.
Mental's not afraid to go off camera.
I guess we're not going to cut, but
No.
that's okay. It's okay. I guess we'll fill some time.
Edit.
I guess we'll just fill some time. So yeah, supposedly birds aren't real. I
didn't know
heard this
that.
very recently.
Yeah. I haven't stayed up.
To
with
which I
my-
say, well, I mean, they're there. I don't particularly care if they're organic or not.
when people say
So
when people say things like
what we'll do is then I'll just suddenly cut and everyone will.
Oh, we filled
that's for
time.
you, but
You don't need to cut it. We filled time. We'll just go longer.
We'll just go long Because it's day 2 of the government shutdown.
That's better.
When people say things like birds aren't real,
Yes.
I wonder if they're the same people that are like, and by the way, we're living in the Matrix.
Should we just
I'm
should we
not
just threaten to
convinced.
live stream continuously until the government shutdown is resolved?
No.
No,
This thing's going
I don't
for
have that
weeks.
kind of time.
No.
Okay. Sorry,
Nobody
folks.
does.
I tried.
I'm
You
not
know-
I'm not 100% sure we're not living in the Matrix.
Well, fair.
Would
You know-
I've heard this argument before. We're living in a simulation.
Yep.
Because
What-
future is smart enough to figure out what they think we were like.
Would you do anything different if you knew you were living in a simulation?
Probably not.
I wouldn't.
As long as this little mushy thing up here,
I'd
sips
have
as
a
happy warm
much-
bathwater, I don't give a damn.
I'd have a much faster
Simulation.
car.
Simulation, not a simulation.
But you can have a much faster car now.
You can.
Yeah, but that would cost me money. And yeah,
It still
Well,
costs you money
if
in
the simulation's set up that
No,
way,
I'm
it would still cost you money.
I'm hacking the simulation. I want a faster. Hey,
That's what you would do different. Hack the simulation.
Exactly.
but mental-
Robot overlords. I need a GT3 RS.
Mental, if you found a way to get yourself free money and hack the system and get yourself free money
Yeah.
today, wouldn't you get a simulation or no? Wouldn't you get a faster car?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Hack the
So
system. Get more money.
would you do anything different if you were in a simulation?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Right. If you had thought of a way to hack the system and get free money, simulation or no, you would do it and you'd get a faster car, right?
Yes. I know.
Don't do those stupid TikTok hacks.
I see where you're. I follow the philosophical logic of your.
Right. We're
President, you're right.
all looking for ways to hack the system, simulation or no.
Simulation.
I like my game.
So, would you do anything different?
No.
Okay. Fair
Nothing.
enough.
Nothing.
I live in Las Vegas.
Facts.
Why would I do anything different?
I'm 54 and look
You know
at
what
this
I'm
hair.
glad?
This
Do you
hair
know
is
what
so
I'm glad about
fucking
in
good.
our simulation? And you brought it up earlier. Not wearing a uniform anymore. Do you know why? Because you better get your Spanx out, baby. There's no fatties at the Pentagon.
Oh, there's fatties at the Pentagon. There's
Yeah.
For
so
those
many,
that don't
so
know,
many fatties.
I'll wait and see what happens.
for those that don't know, Secretary Petey.
Secretary Whoa. Sequa.
He had what amounted to. So, what I love about this, first of all, is all the generals out there that have sent all these same messages. And it starts off like this. You have to be somewhere at 0900 with your senior enlisted. Reason, unknown. Subject, empty. This is a mandatory formation.
Might want to wear service dress.
This is a mandatory formation.
Yes.
And you
then-
get all
and-
weekend to go, what is this about? What is this about?
And no, more so, like it comes out on a Friday. Now
Yeah.
you gotta be someplace unannounced at 8 o'clock
Right.
on a Monday
So-
and rearrange your entire
So I
life.
hope the
Ah.
takeaway there was maybe I should do that to people less.
Yes.
First
Yes.
of all.
Yes.
I like the sentiment. I kind of have a feeling
I
it's not going to
do.
happen.
I do
No,
have.
it won't,
It
but-
was
but,
funny to me that the DOD guy, whatever.
All right. And here's the is I'm not going with that yet. Not because I have any sort of political reservations one way or the other, but
Yeah.
because like Slider, I hate change.
All right, Secretary Petey. We'll just go with that. So Secretary Petey does that. He pulls the whole "see you next Tuesday."
I see what you did there.
I like it. Yeah, no, it was great.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And his big message was essentially it was a commander's call. Look, a lot of stuff got said.
Flight.
Don't care about all that.
Flight
Blah,
call
blah,
because
blah,
he's a
blah,
captain.
There's
Yeah.
people out there talking about it.
And
But
I know he put on major. We didn't put it on for very long.
he looked at everybody and was like, I'm tired of fatties in the Pentagon. It's time to get skinny. You better do your 6-minute abs, motherfucker.
Oh
Can I do 5-minute abs?
no!
What
He
if,
just said 6-minute abs.
All right.
God.
So I did like the phrase, no
Okay.
fatties, no beardos, and no dudes wearing dresses. And honest to God, my first thought was, who in the military is wearing a dress?
No.
that was my
Even
question.
The females wear skirts.
No, they wear
Even
skirts.
mess dress isn't a dress.
Nope.
So
Nope.
that person is out of uniform.
I was back again. I've been out for 10 years. You've been out a little longer. You were
Yeah.
out and then back in. I was baffled by the wearing a dress thing.
Yeah. I hear facial hair has gotten a little out of control, but that's not what we're here to talk. We're here to talk about fatties wearing Spanx so you can keep your job.
Is there more to talk about?
Well, here's what I think this.
But the Spanx have to be that very specific shade of coyote brown, which is actually green, and atheists won't have any of them.
Because again, we live in Las Vegas, and it's a very looks-oriented city.
Yeah.
So
I only
being against fatties wearing Spanx is not new here.
No, but in following with that, we live in Las Vegas philosophy. I only talk to hot beardos in dresses when I'm at work.
As you should. Again, we're a very looks-oriented city.
Yeah.
Well, I think this all came from the parade, and here's my assessment. Which
parade are we talking about here?
I'll get there. We had our parade, remember, in July, and it was like a bearded guy leaning on a thing. Like, it was like me. He's like, "Hey, throw me out there! Hey!"
Look, Look, what else are we gonna do? The last time we had a parade like that was when we won Desert Storm, and that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
that's what the people wanted.
Rolling down the avenue, driving the M1s with one hand and a gangster lean.
Yeah.
If they could have got those tanks to do this, they would have done that.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Jumping tanks. That would have been awesome.
Now, when you look at China's parade, it was a lot of very slender people doing exactly the same thing, looking exactly the same, and they went, "We're scary." And I think that's it. It's a PR reboot.
And
aside from that,
which parade do you think was actually more scary? Because I feel like the guy that is so at ease in a tank that he's driving it one-handed with shades on.
I have two thoughts on this. One,
yes,
where was the beard I want to dress during our parade? I'm stuck on this. Where this came from, but put that aside. When we want to talk about lethality, when we want to talk about precision, when we want to talk about accuracy, when we want to talk about achieving national security objectives, I'm just going to point at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Facts.
How many nations
can do what we do?
How many nations pulled off a perfectly mission planned and executed stealth operation to put bombs on target on a nuclear site in another country this year?
Yep.
One.
Now,
hold on. Carry the one. Yeah, one.
Right.
To the one's power.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is what?
I'm so glad I got that right.
Okay. Math humor is only funny when Slider laughs.
Right.
Okay.
I'm like, good, he smiles.
Scoreboard, right?
Scoreboard.
You know? Right? If the beardos wearing the dresses were part of the ones who pulled that mission off, why are we worked up about it?
Yep.
Scoreboard.
I'd be a fat general. I do. I think I would be.
Well,
I think if I was a four-star.
I love you, bro. You're kind of a portly captain.
Well, all right. So here's
portly captain. It's a fat general.
Here's the thing about generals, right? Is generals right now are about our age, right?
Sure,
late 40s, early 50s. And time tends to catch up with you. So, right, you tend to see in the Air Force, at least, you tend to see two kinds of generals.
Yeah.
The really skinny runner dudes who are always those really skinny runner dudes.
Guys
and that's their body type.
Let's go.
And then there's kind of the rest of us who, as time caught up with us, it got harder and harder to be skinny, right?
But then now, yes, but I would like my commander right now. He's a little younger than me. And
I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is.
This guy is funny to me now. I say it out loud. But, and he's, 2 kids, loving family, takes care of himself, that kind of stuff. And you can tell he works out. But you can also tell that he's getting close to my age, and there's just biological reality.
It's
but
harder.
Right now, I would never look at the guy and think, what a fatty, he's let himself go.
Right.
That guy, he will strap on a jet tomorrow and go do the effing job. And that's how he presents himself every day. And so there's those, we've all had those commanders. Yeah, they're a little chubby, but then they would go to
but they're in standards and they're getting the job done and they're putting points on the scoreboard. Right?
Yeah, and then they would go to PT and oh man, dude, they're stronger than they.
They're strong,
Holy
right?
Crap, maybe they do work out. And then you had the one that was there at 5 a.m, already on the computer, wanting to know why you weren't there at 5 a.m, and you're like, literally, they're so pasty that they're.
My
clear.
answer to that was always, "There's a 5 a.m."
This place is open that early. Good God.
No,
of course I don't look busy. I did it right the first time.
Yep.
That was always my reply.
Well, clearly you didn't do it right the first time, because in the Air Force, as the saying goes, there's never time to do it right, but there's always time to do it twice. You guys don't remember that?
Yes.
I almost lost it for a second. I was getting my saying fixed up.
Yeah. Can't get fooled again. Yeah, no, we're here.
All right.
You could always say FAFO. That was the
other one. I think that's our
FAFO.
I think that's our new, that might be the new DOW
new
motto. I don't, yeah.
FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but
That one has wisdom. That one just, it's a warning and it's funny.
yeah.
Now,
And,
Mike,
it's a great thing to say after you already told somebody how something was going to go.
Yep.
And then it goes exactly the way you said it was going to go. And then they look at you and go, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And then you stop getting invited to that meeting, or at least
Which is the goal to begin with.
goal to begin with.
I don't have to do combined federal campaign anymore. Thank you.
More time to go to the gym and not be fat in the Pentagon.
fair.
Oh, okay. You guys never did Pentagon assignments, did you?
No.
I
was there once or
recognizing
twice.
that
I never did an assignment. I went there all the time.
even if I had the potential to make colonel, and there was that unwritten rule when we were coming of age that if you don't do a tour at the Pentagon, you're not putting on 06.
Yep.
We both know like 3 people who dodged that completely.
We know more
Good,
than
and
that.
good on them, because it turns out they were excellent 06.
Because those rules always turned out to be false anyway.
Exactly. But I avoided the Pentagon had a few opportunities to go there and check that box and decided no.
No, I had already decided it was never on my list. It was never a place I wanted to go.
Nope.
And if they were going to send me there, I was going to retire.
Yeah.
And then they sent me to San Antonio and I retired anyway.
Every time I was coming up for that would be like the next thing, some cool opportunity came around and they were like, hey, we really want you for this. So, okay, keeps me out of the Pentagon, keeps me out of right pat.
Right on.
Which for you, yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought I remember when I was getting commissioned, my PAS, that was his thing, is he never took an assignment based on what was good for his career. He took assignments based on what was good for his family and what was going to be awesome. And he was old school, and he'd been a B-52 guy, and a chance to get into FB-111s came along, and he was supposed to go to Checkmate. And he turned it down to go do FB-111s. And his commander called him in as a captain and like chewed him up on the carpet. And even as he was telling me the story, you could see the sparkle in his eye. And the captain's like, what were you, his commander's like, what were you thinking? He goes, terrain following radar. That's the coolest thing. And, it was.
And it was new at the time.
It was. And he said, I went and did it. It was awesome. Loved it. And went on and did something else awesome after that.
111s were pretty cool jets.
Being prior, it was nice to be more what's going to make me happy focused
Totally.
and a lot less be career focused.
Oh, man.
I knew my career had a finish line.
We all do.
Yeah. There's, you bloom where you're planted kind of a deal, or blossom where you're planted, and you try to make the most out of every assignment, and everything's going to have good and bad. But looking back on it, the choices I made, even the ones like, well, man, I wish I would have gotten this or that. I'm so glad it worked out the way it did, because I met great people and we did awesome stuff, and I've seen things. And I never did take an assignment based on what was going to get me promoted, and loved every minute of it.
Put that in a baby food jar.
Oh, get your Spanx out. PT, it's good for you. What do you got, Slider?
Well, you guys know I love our little podcast studio here.
Yeah.
It's homey. It's nice. We put it together ourselves. This table is a labor of love, mostly by mental. With me saying like, that's not going to work. and then us
play
fixing,
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
and then us fixing it later. But do you guys ever think about what it'd be like to have like a bigger studio, a more modern dedicated studio, somewhere maybe on the strip?
Oh, as soon as we get that, the radio morning show, we're totally going to rent that place above the Heart Attack Grill. That's going to be our studio. Yeah.
Or you guys know the closed Diamond Inn motel property across from Mandalay Bay? Old 1940s motel.
Yes. Oh,
remember?
Yes. It's next to. It's not next to. It's adjacent to the
Is it by
Pinball
OYO?
Yeah, there's a couple things.
OYO's down Tropicana. But yeah,
there's a couple things in between the Pinball Museum and it. But do you remember? You guys, I don't know if you guys remember this in the 90s, but even when we were first living here in the early 2000s, there were like 4 or 5 of those old 1940s, 1950s drive-in motels right there on that part of the strip. I remember back in the 90s before there was a Mandalay Bay, like there were a bunch of those all on the other side of the strip, the airport side of the strip, right? Kind of starting where the Pinball Hall of Fame is now, and just all the way up until about where Luxor is. And there were like 4, 5, 6 of them, however many where there were. And it was very much like a it felt like driving down Route 66 in the old days kind of thing. It was these old, like weird architecture.
Very, very much
motels.
Like the stuff that Tony Hsieh owns down Fremont. Yes.
My favorite one. Yeah. Like if you like think Ferguson's, right?
Yes.
Except a little more drive-in access to it, right? Like an old, I'm trying to think of what they were. I can't think of it. But my favorite one, which is gone now, was the Glass Pool, which was right next to the Diamond Inn. Yes. And they literally had a pool with a big window in it that looked out onto Las Vegas Boulevard. And if you were driving down Las Vegas Boulevard, you could see people's like legs in the pool. Yeah. So
legs.
I found out today the Diamond Inn Motel is available through purchase through online auction. Ooh. The minimum bid is $10 million. I know Drew's got that on him right now. And the auction closes October 16th.
You know, when we hit 4 billion subscribers, I feel like the podcast will practically pay for it.
Absolutely. And then it's the Sin City Spin Resort.
Yes.
Ooh,
yeah, yes. I think that's what we call it, right?
And you know what? It will be entirely staffed by beardos and dresses.
I might have a few thoughts on that.
We are going to get the hottest women and have them wear beards.
Fake beards?
Yep.
You got into it. It's Vegas. Yeah, I don't know why you keep saying that. Okay, so built in 1940, the Diamond Inn Motel, back when it was then called the Desert Isle Motel, which I like a little better. Maybe we'll change it back to that.
Yes, that is on there. Because I want to see one of those was also called the Thunderbird. I don't know why, but
there was a Thunderbird. It was actually built after this. This is one of the very first things built. It was built even before the what was the name of it? I always want to say El Cortez. It's not El Cortez. It's the El Rancho.
Yeah,
which was like the first of what is considered a modern strip resort.
Yes, yes. The Rancho and the architecture on that one was Paul Revere, the architect on that. Who's
the guy that said the Brits are coming.
The same name, different guy.
Oh,
designed. He was the guy that designed the control tower.
I think he was one of those Highlanders.
But he was the guy that designed the control tower at LAX. He's responsible for a lot of the mid-century modern neighborhoods in Las Vegas. Yeah.
So some more fun facts. It is one of the oldest buildings standing on the strip, built before the El Rancho, which was 1941. I didn't know this until today. Las Vegas Boulevard used to be called Arrowhead Highway.
I'd forgotten I knew that.
And it was Highway 91. Like we have 93, 95. That was Highway 91. It has a pink elephant out in the front of it.
Oh, yes. Okay. This is all
fiberglass pink elephant, which the research says came from Disney World, but that doesn't sound right to me. I think that might be apocryphal. So, and it used to the elephant used to trumpet, but it was like causing accidents on the strip. So they had to take it out. So
pink elephants on parade.
So, what else do we have
if
here?
You're driving on this strip, it's just swimming like
Anyway, blah blah blah. Lots of stuff going on. It's up for auction. So
support our Patreon.
And
for a membership of only $10 million, we'll give you a free room on the strip.
It's kind of listed. There's a big, I don't know if I call them conspiracy theory, but theory out there that the county's been trying to shut down all these hotels in that part of the strip for years, so they can sell these plots off to a big developer to build resorts.
They're trying to expand. Because the big resorts bring in more money, and we're losing something. So that's progress.
Not this quarter. Dun dun dun. See last week's episode.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's it. The Diamond Inn is the price is lowered. The minimum bid when they did it a couple months ago was $12.5 million. Drew, this is a bargain. Give me $10 million.
So you said it was 5 months ago.
Hold on. I don't remember. It was a few months ago.
Okay, so let's go with half a year. So it's 12 million a half a year. So that means 6 months from now it'll be 8.5, and then 6, and then 4.5, and then
unless somebody bids on it.
So in 6 years we can afford it.
unless somebody bids on it at $10 million or higher and buys it. So
We are in a simulation. You have $10 million.
Boom. And it's
hello, Clark County. I would
nothing
like to
but-
purchase a Desert Inn motel.
You have $10 million and a bird.
I have a bird.
That's
Does
what we do.
Does that sweeten the deal for you?
And first thing we do is we put a big pink elephant out front who then trumpets and this is don't wreck your car. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't text.
It trumpets and goes, ice front.
Don't
text and drive. Ice front, fatty.
Yeah.
That's always, I just wanted to scream that.
I hear
front,
that's
fatty.
what they're talking about changing the Las Vegas sign to be the Las Vegas sign with a neon sign underneath that says no fatties.
Oh, will it be in Cracker Barrel lettering? Again, go see our other episodes.
I tell you what it won't have is the Cracker Barrel old man.
Cracker Barrel fired the team that dreamt that up.
Good.
They finally fired and they're like,
Look, I said it during the episode.
Or-
It did kind of look like they phoned that in.
yeah.
Really,
It did really kind of look like oh, that's today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And I feel like when they all got fired, they all went.
Yeah. That's right.
No,
I
it's-
see why you did that. I
No,
honestly surprised you took you that.
we deserve that.
Yeah. We had that coming.
Well,
And,
everyone stay safe out there. And if you rely on the U.S. government for anything in the next week,
Don't.
don't. We live in a simulation.
Yeah. Go get a daiquiri if you rely on the government for anything.
Get
Support local
a
business.
bird to get you a daiquiri.
Support local business.
Why are you supporting local businesses? If this is giving you guys a chuckle, send it to somebody. Send it to like 3 of your friends. That's it.
No fatties.
Make 3 friends. Then
Hide the baby food jars when you make those friends.
I have nothing to add. No notes.
no notes. Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you want to disagree or agree, if you want to correct our math, or you just need to find out where the good tacos are, you can drop us a line at sincityspin.podcast@gmail.com. You can text us at 702-721-7328. We're on Facebook, Insta, Reddit, and the thing formerly known as Twitter. That is all we have. Stay safe and hopefully luck will be your lady. But if you wind up broke, well, I hope you have a swinging time.
Well, hot shit. You think I'm not bringing that back to you later today? You're out of your mind. Well, hot shit.